If you've been sitting on a business idea, Shopify makes it easy to make it happen. Everything you need to start selling is included and ready from day one. From the moment your first customer is ready to pay, Shopify Checkout helps more of them finish their purchase. And when they come back, their details are already saved. One tap and they're done. It's my favorite thing about shopping with Shopify. When Shopify handles the setup and checkout, you have more time to focus on growing your business, and Shopify gives you the tools to do it. Shopify powers millions of businesses worldwide, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to small businesses just getting started. With Shopify, nothing stands between your idea and a real business. So go make it one. Start your free trial at shopify.com/DCR. That's shopify.com/DCR. Start your free trial at shopify.com/DCR. Crypto never sleeps, and now you can trade the biggest moves in crypto markets on Kalshi. From Bitcoin price milestones to Ethereum predictions and major crypto headlines, Kalshi lets you trade the probabilities in real time. For example, Bitcoin is currently trading at 9% to finish above 75,000 by the end of June, meaning a $100 trade pays out $1,111 if it happens. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house, and as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code DCR to get $10 when you trade 10. KALSHI Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 and up only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory. It's 8 a.m. Eastern, July 9th, and this is your daily crypto report. Bitcoin is down slightly at $62,722. Ethereum is down slightly at $1,739. BNB is up slightly at $569.
This episode is brought to you by Google Chrome. You think you know a browser, but Gemini and Chrome? That's new. It can help you with practically anything on the web, like restoring a vintage motorcycle from a 50-page restoration blog, or finally break down that long article you've had open for weeks. Gemini and Chrome is here for it. Ready to make anything online make sense? There's no place like Chrome. Check responses, setup required, compatibility and availability varies, 18+.
This episode is brought to you by Google Health. Stop chasing someone else's definition of health. What matters is what's healthy for you. Google Health offers a new kind of coach built with Gemini for effortless tracking, sleep insights, and holistic coaching tailored to you. Visit googlestore.com to learn more and start a new relationship with your health. Requires Google account, Google Health app, internet, and Google Health premium subscription. Features subject to change. Availability and results vary. Not intended for medical purposes. Works independently of Gemini apps. Check responses for accuracy.
Well, Sony Bank has received conditional approval from the U.S. Office of the Comptroller of the Currency to create a national trust bank subsidiary which will issue and manage a dollar-backed stablecoin. Sony Bank plans to establish the wholly owned unit this month with $40 million in capital, with a potential launch in 2027 pending final approval. The move is meant to build a longer-term digital asset business foundation for Sony Financial Group, and Sony Bank has previously said the stablecoin could be used by U.S. customers to pay for games, anime, subscriptions, and other digital content across Sony's ecosystem. Sony joins a growing group of crypto and fintech firms seeking or receiving OCC Trust Bank approval. These trust charters would allow firms to hold customer assets but not take cash deposits or make loans. Swift has launched a blockchain-based shared ledger for a live pilot of cross-border payments using bank-issued tokenized deposits, with 17 major banks across 6 continents involved. The ledger acts as an orchestration layer that lets banks move tokenized deposits for customers 24/7, including nights and weekends, across their own ledgers before final settlement happens through existing payment rails. Swift is pitching the setup as a way to improve liquidity efficiency and client experience without blowing up the compliance, credit, risk, and control standards that banks already rely on. The system was designed and built in 9 months with input from global financial institutions, and Swift says the pilot could lay the groundwork for broader interoperability, programmable money, and agentic commerce. BitGo is rolling out new quantum protection tools for institutional Bitcoin wallets aimed at helping clients assess, manage, and reduce future quantum-related exposure across wallets. The core idea is that the safest Bitcoin public key is one that has never been revealed on-chain, so BitGo is expanding its multi-signature security model with operational tools for wallet key exposure and institutional wallet management ahead of a post-quantum future. The company says its upcoming tools include a provisional patent method that groups and prioritizes UTXOs by address to reduce risks tied to partially spent funds. The move comes after Coinbase's Quantum Advisory Board warned that roughly 7 million Bitcoin are sitting in addresses that could be vulnerable to a future quantum attack. Well, CFTC Chair Michael Seelig warned that if Congress fails to pass the Clarity Act, regulators like him will end up writing all the rules for crypto instead of lawmakers setting a clear federal framework. In a Fox Business interview, Seelig pushed the Senate to advance the market structure bill, which would split digital asset oversight between the CFTC and SEC and replace what he called a bad-for-business patchwork of state rules with federal standards for certainty, clarity, and consumer protection. The House passed the bill in July 2025, while the Senate is still negotiating its version after missing a July 4th target. And finally, Interpol-led Operation First Light, a global anti-fraud crackdown across 97 countries and territories, led to 5,811 arrests and the interception of $293 million in illicit assets. The operation ran from January 15th through April 30th, 2026, and identified more than 142,000 victims, blocked 31,014 bank accounts, solved 23,715 cases, identified 15,606 suspects, and issued 99 notices and diffusions. One major crypto-related case came out of Thailand, where police arrested 2 suspects tied to a laundering network that moved romance scam proceeds through multiple cryptocurrencies and cross-chain swaps to blur the money trail. One 20-year-old suspect's wallet processed more than $122 million in just 10 months. That's all for us today. Visit us at dailycryptoreport.io and listen to us everywhere else you podcast under Daily Crypto Report.
Lee C. Camp here. If you've been enjoying this show, I think you might enjoy my podcast, No Small Endeavor, produced by Great Feeling Studios and PRX. No Small Endeavor explores what it means to live a good life. We sit down with courageous, impassioned people like actor Martin Sheen or civil rights hero James Lawson to ask what it means to live a life worth living. Follow No Small Endeavor wherever you get your podcasts. Living a good life is no small endeavor, and we would love to help.
There are a bunch of ways to prevent crime that no one is talking about, like how wind direction can make your community more violent or peaceful, and how GLP-1 meds could reduce felonies. This is Fighting Crime, where we ask the big questions. What if we've been having the wrong conversations about crime?
2 policies, ban the box and clean slate, don't seem to be helping, even though they sounded like they should or they would.
I'm your host, Christina Quinn. I'm going across the country from prisons to universities, police chiefs to inmates, to look at the evidence and question everything we think we know about how to make America safer.
Economists think a lot about how people respond to incentives. If we want to reduce crime and change behavior, we need to increase the costs or reduce the benefit.
Join us as we figure out new ways to fight crime and be prepared to think differently. Fighting Crime. Listen or watch on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify.